And for a special treat for all you loyal Monkees fans out there, here's Micky and Peter to tell us a bit about the band and their famous TV show.
The first time we ever fired up our instruments, we were doing the pilot episode, and we were on the bandstand. We hardly knew each other. I had a bass in my hands, Mike had a guitar in his hands, and Micky was sitting on a kit of drums. And we were in a lull in shooting, and we asked the crew, are these real amps, can we fire them up? And they said yes, and we plugged them in and we started to play. The first time we ever played together, without ever having rehearsed or ever played a note together, we played some rock and roll standards, and the crew got up and danced.
They're very unusual. I mean, it's something that's ever happened before, you know, to be thrown together like this, created almost like a supergroup's created. Peter, of course, is an excellent musician. Mike, excellent musician. David and I were essentially singer-actors. And so, to start with, of course, we never done anything together, but we started rehearsing. And I learned to play the drums.
Then the records came out, and they were made pretty much without our help. And then they said, okay, boys, we're going to go touring soon, and you guys better get into the studio and rehearse your act until you can do those tunes. So we went in and we rehearsed the act, and we went ahead and played. And then when we went out on the road, I mean, we did it all. 200 concerts, I think. Big ones, you know, ice hockey rinks and all that, you know, baseball stadiums, that kind of stuff. And we did it. We sat there with 3 instruments, you know, because David didn't really play an instrument. Occasionally, I think he did a bit on the bass and some keyboard stuff once in a while. But essentially, it was just 3 of us out there all alone, naked as a jaybird. And so then we were a group. I mean, you couldn't get any more of a group than that. Film which opened.
Another member of the TV generation.
They built these 4 separate dressing rooms so that we could all disappear and recuperate from the day's activities. And they all have very distinct personalities. Mike's was the most bizarre. I don't know. To this day, I don't know where he was at in his dressing room, and it was total psychedelia. It was like aluminum foil on the walls with safety pins stuck in it, and, you know, long before punk rock, and Christmas lights strung around, and day glow, you know. And here's this guy that was so kind of, and still is, so straight and kind of down home, and he's, you know, Texan boy, and just, you know, real laid back. And here's this dressing room just looked like, you know, Andy Warhol meets Godzilla.
Nick at Night for the TV generation.